Dober den from sunny beach, Bulgaria. I'm actually at our apartment at the moment. It's very early on a Saturday morning. I've just dropped the other half off at the bus station, the main bus station in Sunny Beach. She's off to Sofia, flying to Malaga tomorrow to see her daughter. So I'm home alone. So I've come down to have a coffee. So I've got a little kitchen here, having a coffee. Watch one or two of my own Sunny Life videos. And then have a walk around the resort again. And it's amazingly sunny. It's a beautiful day. I was actually up and about before anybody else. It was empty. So I've done my shopping at Lidl's. And join me down at the front and we'll talk a little bit about why people come to Sunny Beach. And also, interestingly enough, why some people won't come. How could you ever tire of being able to walk down to this fantastic beach whenever you wanted to? It's amazing. It really is an exciting place to live. Well, I've actually walked down to the jetty, to the front, the beach, and it is extremely warm. It's a beautiful day, sun's shining, there's loads of guys metal detecting. And I'll just get a view once more of the beach all the way from Svetivlas. We have a marvellous beach here, lined with beach bars, restaurants, hotels. It's fantastic. So, who comes to Sunny Beach? What's here? Well, first of all, very young children. It is absolutely a fantastic holiday place. They are beautiful pools on the hotels. We have a fantastic beach. They can play on the beach. We also have some really nice aqua parks. There's some amusement parks as well. And last year, quite a few new rides were put in for very small children, which is really good. For the slightly older ones, we have lots of water sports, lots of activities on the beach. It's a very busy place at night. There's lots of amusement parks, just things happening, lots of music, lots of life. For the slightly older ones, we've got 2 or 3 nightclubs that are, well, heaving till the early hours, so that they can go down a beach bar and dance the night away and boogie, or they can go into a nightclub. Fantastic. For the ones a bit older than that, we have some nice restaurants, some actually fantastic restaurants. And in Sunny Beach you go from the basic chicken and chips right up to silver service cordon bleu cooking, some fantastic places to eat, and the prices are really, really good. We have a summer right through from May to September, and our season officially runs from the 1st of June to the end of September. A lot of the bars, my favourite bar, like the Iglika bar, some of those open first weekend in May. The resort really gets going. Middle of May it's pretty good. Most of the things are open. The aqua parks and the nightclubs open at the last week in May. So if you're after that, you've got to come last week in May. So it's a contrasting resort because we have the nightclubs, we have the really noisy bit. It's always been called by bloggers, you watch a YouTube, the Ibiza of the Black Sea. Well, yes, it has got a bit of Ibiza, but it's actually less than 10% of the resort. It's a very small proportion is the clubs and that sort of activity. Although you can get, there are party boats, you can go out in the evening and party. That is a small proportion of it. The majority of the resort is a family-based resort. and for older people as well it's great. But height of the season, certainly families, that's what it's really designed for. And you've got a range of hotels, because if you want all the noise and the hustle and the bustle, you can have a hotel on the centre or near Flower Street. You probably won't get to sleep till about 3 or 4 in the morning, because there's a lot of noise, a lot of activity. People sort of stay up till breakfast. Quite a few people do. But if you go back through the resort where most of the apartments are, it's very, very quiet. You can sleep, not a problem at all. So you can leave all the noise behind you and go to have a nice restful evening sitting on your balcony, finishing the day off, because that's what we normally do if we're in town. So why would you not come? But when I was in England, before we moved here, people say, oh, I'm not going to Sunny Beach because it's like Ibiza, it's like Benidorm. Oh, it's not quite Ibiza or Benidorm. First of all, the clubs are very small, that area, the noisy bit is smaller. It's basically just the front. And secondly, the food is more international. It's not fish and chips and roast Sunday dinners, because the British are not the majority here, and that's one of the reasons we actually love Sunny Beach, because the Bulgarian food is absolutely fantastic. It's amazing meat, it's tasty and natural, fantastic salads, amazing salads, everything's very fresh, less processed food than where we come from in Britain. And one of the questions I get quite often is about vegetarians who come. Well, the salad is massive, but every restaurant basically has a menu with lots of salad on, but they also normally have menus in different languages. So when you go in, they'll say you're English, they give you the English menu. If they haven't got that, they'll have a menu with lots of pictures on it, so it's easy enough to work out what the food is. So even though it's a Cyrillic language, you don't recognise the letters, it's quite difficult to learn Bulgarian. It is no problem as a tourist in Sunny Beach to get yourself around. And a lot of the staff here, because they're working in an international resort, they're dealing with Germans, Romanians, Scandinavians. They have an amazing amount of language skills, and you'll be talking to somebody who, I know a few people here who own bars or work in bars and restaurants, and they can actually speak 5 or 6 languages. It's quite amazing that whoever walks through the door, they can talk to them. Really, really skilled people here. One of the things that leads to a misconception of the resort is when you look on YouTube. Because 90% of the blogs or the films on YouTube are filmed by people who come for a 2-week holiday, and that is normally July and August, and they will film the busiest parts in July and August. Well, they are a bit manic, to be honest. Flower Street can be packed until gone midnight in July and August, obviously. But if you do want a little bit quieter hotel, a quieter holiday, June is amazing, fantastic weather, and also the first half of September. And if you go through our blogs, we did in the last year, we've done over 100 films on Sunny Beach, and I got my camera in April last year, so we've basically gone right from the resort opening last May to it closing in October. So you can see that the resort is not always the same. It changes through the season, and the people here change through the season. It starts off with a lot of the older people who grab the cheaper holidays and are retired, who aren't tied to certain dates, more flexible. And then we head to the children's holidays. Suddenly it goes crazy. The German schools break up, the British schools break up, and the Irish, and it's suddenly, oh my goodness, the place is packed with young families, and the thousands of them drive down from Romania. But it only lasts a short time, it's probably about 8 weeks, and then it starts to slow down again. So you can pick exactly what sort of holiday you want as well by the dates, if you can do it. If you're flexible, you can pick certain dates, certain times when it's all open but not crazy busy. It's Saturday the 21st of January, and this is unusual for Sunny Beach because the sun is absolutely burning on my neck. The nights have started to pull out and it's already starting to feel a little bit better. We have rain the next few days, but we don't mind that because one of the things we have here, we have forests, fantastic forests and nature. It is not a desert in Bulgaria. It's very lush, it's very green for most of the year, apart from height of summer. It does dry out then obviously because it's 30 odd degrees, but it's a very green country. It's very pleasant, and if you can get out of Sunny Beach and explore a bit more of some fantastic cities and towns, it is absolutely an enormous country with a very small population. So you can actually get away from people if you want to. You can actually come here and have a very quiet holiday. If you just go to one of the villages up the coast, along the coast here, you can get an apartment and you'll be back in time, 30 or 40 years ago in time. It's really nice. So I just finished the film here, just finishing the film, 5 minutes walk, literally if that, from the jetty, and I'm outside the Globus Hotel. There we go, the Globus, as was, because this is going to be a Sheraton hotel. This is having a major rebrand after it's been sold. Look at this, right on the promenade. As I was saying, very noisy, obviously on the front here. In the evening, a lot of people about. But a magnificent hotel. It's a pity it hasn't operated since before COVID, so it'd be great this year to see it busy and active again. You can actually see here how central this hotel is and how big it is and how important it is actually to the resort, being in such a prominent position. We actually need this open. It's actually only a couple of minutes walk from the Slingshot. As you can see here, it's really close, as close as you can get to Flower Street and being on the beach. Anyway, I'm going to call it ciao for now. I'm going to go home and do myself some dinner because I've got to cook for myself. So see you again later. If you like the video, please give us a like and we'll see you again shortly.